Welcome, Nihal. A huge congratulations for winning the Bullet Chess Championships 2026. Big news. Fantastic result.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
For you, it was something. What really struck with me was when you gave an interview after winning it. You said it is one of the important, or you can say one of your best victories, is what you mentioned. Um, and generally, people say that bullet is not very serious and stuff like that. But for you, how do you see it, and how important was this?
Um, yeah, definitely. It is probably the best. I could say it is the best result of my life so far. But, but no, of course, Bullet is not like it's not mainstream. Uh, it's not that serious, obviously. But it is a lot of fun and it's quite addictive also. But it is a lot of fun. I do really like, especially shorter time controls and Bullet. I feel think in 1 minute you can still play a somewhat decent amount of chess.
Hmm.
I mean, there's still time to make some decent chess moves, I think. So yeah, it's, it's a lot of fun mostly, but also well, when it's a tight match against somebody insanely strong, it also gets a bit tense. So
It's adrenaline pumping. Yeah, at some point it gets
yeah,
so
I think
exciting for the viewers. I think even for the viewers, maybe it's one of the most exciting formats to watch.
yeah, definitely. I think for viewers, I think okay, it depends, of course, not everyone, but I think generally probably shorter the better, although Bullet can be a bit too short
Hmm.
for like let us say the average viewer. Maybe like it might be a bit things might be happening a bit too fast. But Blitzer Rapid is probably the I don't know, what do you think? Maybe yeah.
Yeah, I think in general, Blitz is perhaps the sweet spot to watch.
Mm,
But generally, what I love is that one match gets the attention. So, like here in Bullet, if you are playing, everyone can watch that. While many times in World Rapid and Blitz and every other tournament, like there's so many people playing, it's
true,
for the
true, of
viewers it's
course.
difficult to follow so many games. So I think
Yeah.
this format, the fact that all the focus was on one game, I know that people in my team, like we have our chess base india group, were writing like, oh, Nihal is leading, and they were watching, they were following. So it's like it's fun to follow.
Definitely, definitely.
And you managed to beat Arjun here. You managed to beat Andrew Tang, and of course you beat Firouzja in the finals. Would you say like Alireza Firouzja is like right now maybe the best bullet player, and now that you beat him, I mean you become the best bullet player in the world?
No, I'm definitely not the best.
No, no, you don't think so. I mean, you
No, no,
beat him.
no.
This is the biggest thing, and what I've done today is you beat him 15 games in a row, and that I wanted to just look at those games, not like analyze them into deep or anything, but just
Yes,
those
sure.
key moments. But this is
Mhm.
huge, right? To beat someone like Ali Reza 15 games in a row is no easy task.
Uh, yeah, obviously, I know when I don't remember whether it was Eric or Aman who mentioned it to me, and I was completely shocked. I was like, "What?" No, and also I think that's the only reason why something like that even happened because I managed to get into such a nice, let's say, a flow state, and I, I was just I was just completely into the match, just playing the games, and somehow I was able to find really nice resources, and I was managing to fight very well with low time. And I think I think the key was I managed to get into a state where I I just happened to be fully into the games and I didn't even realize how many in a row or whatever.
You were not even,
So
were you looking at the scorecard at that time?
I mean scorecard, yes, of course, because it is right above the games also. So
Yeah.
scorecard, yes, but But yeah, I had no idea how many in a row or anything. Like if I realized I won this many games in a row, I'm sure I would have missed. But okay.
This flow
Yeah.
state which you talk about, I think even sometimes Magnus, I think, speaks about it. You know, he gets into it quite a lot in these World Rapid and Blitz tournaments and so on. What is that state like? If you can tell our viewers.
Um, I don't know how to explain it. It is just when I don't know how to say. You're just so deeply into in this case, like you're so deeply into the match. You're just fully focused, but it's in a very like where everything is just flowing and you're just I don't know how to explain it. Just
Mhm.
things are just flowing for you. And you're completely zoned in, but not in a very anxious way also. Like you're just completely zoned in and everything is flowing and you're really relaxed and you're just I don't know how to say. Maybe like in cricket they say when a set I've heard my dad say, for example, like I don't know, like when some batsman is set, they they can see the ball like football, eh?
Yeah, correct.
Something like that if you I don't know.
In chess terms, could it be that you can predict what your opponent will play next in flow state?
Predict maybe also you just happen to see a lot of good moves and resources quickly and
Mm.
you're just playing very well and you're just I don't know, you're just in that killer mode. Or
Mm.
also completely calm at the same. Probably you're very calm and also very sharp at the same time, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's
Right.
just
Maybe if you can
yeah.
describe it, then you can get into it. It may not remain something that is elusive, right? Like it's something that not
Yeah.
happens. Uh, like you can do certain things to get into it. It just comes natural.
I think it's something that just happens. I don't know if you can make it happen.
Mm.
Should be gradual, I guess.
I think it's a good time for us to look at some games because then people can also understand what it's like. So I picked up a few sort of moments. This is where the 15 games begin. So you are at 5.5 right now, out on 14, and he's on 7.5. So he's leading the finals right now. And at this point, you actually he moves his knight away to d7, and he has a threat here, which is to give a check and you miss it and you play bishop a4, and then comes this point. You were 2 points down in the match, so actually he was in control of things.
Oh yes, yes. This was a pretty bad blunder, uh but the thing is fortunately the position is still fairly closed. So losing an exchange, which is a rook for a piece. So losing a rook in fairly close position is not that bad practically.
Mm.
So so it was still kind of okay.
Yeah, and actually it turned out really nice for you because your queenside pawn started to flow here after this point,
Yeah.
and you
I
just.
think once my pawn started rolling, it's much easier to play for me
Hmm.
because I think white's moves are just a lot easier here.
And you made this very interesting decisions here, and as you uh, said, I think these are split second decisions, right? These moves like
Mhm.
f4, whether to play or not, whether to decide or not. It To decide it is tough, like should you do this or not.
Yeah, yeah, it is definitely tough, but I think that is what Bullet is all about, probably like making at least like fairly decent split second decisions because you have no time and whatever time you have, you need to like it's advisable to keep it for finding some concrete finish or converting a win. So in most neutral positions, you just have to somehow force yourself to
Play.
just make whatever move comes to your mind first and hope it's good enough. Yeah.
Is there something that you keep in mind that I shouldn't go below this time, like 10 seconds before I reach here or something like that?
Um, Not exactly. Not exactly. I think it just comes with no, for me personally, not exactly. Of course, I don't want to get too long on time, like the disparity. But throughout this match, it did happen fair bit.
Mm.
But mm, but in general, yeah, definitely it's advisable to in any situation to not go too behind on time. Like I don't know, I don't know exactly like not go below 10 seconds or like this, but the difference shouldn't ideally shouldn't exceed, let's say, 5-10 seconds. Let's say that
Mm.
is probably. But again, it depends on the question. Like if you are just making some precise moves and stabilizing a position and converting, if you can, if you think you can convert this position with less time, then yeah, everything depends on the type of question or everything. I think, yeah.
But you might be aware, right? Like if you have an extra queen, then how many seconds does it take you to win that position? And because you have played
Yes,
it so
yes,
many times. So
yes,
do you
yes.
know
With
how
experience, yeah, that
long it
definitely.
takes for you to win with an is 1 second enough to win a queen up position? Like just queen versus king?
To checkmate.
Yeah.
I mean, no, no, one definitely not. One is too much, but I mean, you're saying from neutral position, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, queen,
If
king,
the
and
king is
king.
up, yeah,
Neutral,
yeah,
yeah.
like yeah, neutral. I don't know, but fully like around around 2-3 seconds, I should manage. I guess probably. And on leeches, bit lesser also is fine because there is 0 second privilege. So
Hmm. Here it's point 1, right? Or not?
yeah, yeah, point out.
So
Yes,
you can maximum make 10 moves in 1 second.
yes. So yeah, I think the safe bet would be for me like at least around like 3 to 4 seconds. I should, if not for any lag or something, I should convert.
Hmm. And
But
how
yeah,
do you manage this lag? It was earlier an issue, right? Now it has become better, or how is it? Because playing from India is
yes,
often.
definitely. Yeah, it definitely became better. I think there is a server in Mumbai now,
Oh,
which is actually fantastic. So, so it's definitely a lot better than before.
wow.
And I was playing from Mumbai as well.
Ah, you were in Mumbai.
Yes, yes. And the final day I played from SAT's boot camp.
Oh.
So no, being in Mumbai definitely helped. Like
Did you plan like being for the Speed Chess Championship in Mumbai, or was it something with SATUL and you combined it?
no, no, I plan to like
Wow.
after this World Rapid and Blitz teams in Hong Kong, I went and stayed in Mumbai for a few days.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's serious dedication towards bullet chess.
I don't know that, but my my only thought was that bullet is something that I do really enjoy. So I thought if I'm playing, I will try to get to. I'll try to play in the best. Know, play under the best circumstances possible with the current with the current geographical situation. So,
Amazing. Yeah. Maybe I
yes.
have an advantage inherently. Yeah, I live in Mumbai, so the only thing is I have to learn how to play good bullet. Um, I played tournament here. in
Huh?
Lima, and I played so poorly under time pressure, so poorly because I haven't played for a long time. And I
Hmm.
was thinking to myself how to improve to play under time pressure, and I'll ask Nihal because he plays so well under time pressure. But if he tells me this, that the secret is to practice over the years, then I have no hope.
No, no, it's it's not like that. But no, like definitely more practice, like especially blitz bullet. I think it really improves the definitely improves the timetable skills. I think because you will be exposed to that situation a lot when you have to make a lot of decisions, really big decisions in very little time, and generally in like couple of seconds even. And the only way to get better is better at the faster time controls is to no, you will have to make better split second decisions. So I think when you put yourself in that situation a lot, I think eventually, definitely you will improve.
Correct. So your
Just
advice to anyone to get better at bullet would be to play more.
I think to get better at anything, pretty much anything in life, I think to get practice should help. I guess.
Do it more.
Yeah. Yeah. Should.
Nice. Okay, we go to the next one. This one is so we finished this. This one is your second game. I mean, your second streak of the 15 games. And here you
Mhm.
equalize the score. He surprised you with this move, knight c6.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
somehow you were lucky that you had this move.
Definitely, yes. It's like I just took on A2, like immediately. I just okay. All I'm seeing at this point is that okay, there's no B3 trapping my bishop because B3 has no support. And suddenly I'm like, oh my god, knight C6. I'm like, and I'm throwing again, but like, oof, I have queen D7. Okay. And the good thing is also that I'm forced to find queen D7. There's literally no other route to.
Correct. And in
And the
bullet
funny
you
thing is,
cannot.
if knight into F7, I think like
Bishop
instead of knight
f7,
C6,
right?
knight into F7, the bishop comes all the way back to save the day again. So,
True. True.
wait, why is it point? What?
No, d6 is hanging somehow.
Yeah, wait, this is 0.2? Serious? Wow. Okay, that's actually shocking. Because you cannot even go to E5 because queen
Yeah,
takes E5 is
correct.
wow. Okay, it's a shock.
And now we put on e5. Maybe that's why.
Hmm. So very important is after queen C8, I can play queen B3 check and dodge the
Mm.
trade.
Mm.
And then, wow, that's amazing.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah,
Do you ever analyze your bullet games?
not really.
No.
No.
Maybe this is the first time we are doing it, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, unless something really interesting happens, especially in the opening or something, maybe
Mm.
just like that out of curiosity, I might check. But otherwise,
Never.
exactly.
Okay. And so here you manage to dodge this, and then you reach this opposite colored bishop endgame, and you won it. It was equal, but you decided not to repeat, and you won this endgame.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the end game is it's a draw objectively, and um, but at this point in the match, I felt that I was much more comfortable than him in the pure scrambles, and so I got elongating the game is I thought is a good match strategy for me because he seemed to be much more nervous in the time scramble moments than I was.
Mm.
And also the position itself is, although objectively equal, it's a bit easier for me to play because I have an outside pass pawn and his pawn is central and blockaded. So, and also Also, opposite colored bishop endgames are very, very flag friendly. So,
Because your bishop
yes.
won't get ever captured by the other bishop.
Yeah, it's where all the dirtiest primo battles take place. So, so yeah, I was not going to shy away from that.
By the way,
And,
what mouse do you use, Nihal?
I use what's called Logitech G Hub. It's a very nice mouse. It's like so,
Ah,
so wireless, and
wireless, yeah.
yeah, it's quite light. It's very light, and it's a
I
very nice
also
mouse
use
actually.
similar like Logi Pop, but I guess I don't know if you ever used it, but
So I've seen similar. I think I've seen similar mice, but this one is a proper gaming mouse.
mm.
Yours, I don't think it's a gaming
No, it's not a
mouse.
gaming
Just well,
mouse.
yeah,
It's just for clicking. I mean, maybe for me it's nice, but perhaps if I use yours, I might see the difference. Like, there is something
I
that
think definitely.
you look at when deciding a mouse, or
Uh, well, I'd seen that Hikaru was using this mouse, so I really wanted to get it. And yeah, like I've been using this for a while. It's very it's very comfortable.
mm,
Like it's a very comfortable design and small and light. Also, there's a technology called light speed with this wireless mouse. So which basically reduces the latency by a lot.
mm,
It's like it's a wireless mouse, but it's could say it's as good as a wired mouse. Like the latency is like very very little.
right. And is there a reason you don't choose a wired mouse? Maybe it's heavier, right? This is lighter.
Yeah. Also, I think it's just a very much personal preference thing. I think,
Mm,
and in general, I just liked wi- wireless mouse better because I just felt it's cooler,
mm,
and also not having a wire is very nice. There's nothing to obstruct your movement. You can move the mouse around so freely.
correct.
But I wouldn't say one is necessarily faster than the other. Okay, for pure gaming, maybe wired is still a bit faster because it's the direct connection. But yeah, like uses a wireless mouse and many other strong players like Naroditsky used a wireless mouse. But for example, Tang, who is said to be maybe the fastest player ever, uses a wired mouse. So
Mm.
it's like it's a very personal thing, I think.
It's a little bit like Harry Potter, like you choose your wand. Yeah, I don't know if you have ever
Yeah, yeah.
read it, but it's like
I
what
watched the
can
movies. Yeah.
so
Yes.
you choose your wand, and I think for a serious bullet player, this is important to choose their mouse that really, because it's a big element. Not like I went to
Yeah, yeah.
this ASEAN Esports right now where Magnus was
Mm-hmm.
playing, and he didn't
Uh-huh.
care which mouse it was because it was 10 minutes game.
Yes, yes,
Once
yes.
you have 10 minutes, I think it's enough. You can take any mouse. But if it's 1 minute, it's really important.
Yeah, and if you're Magnus, even a touchpad would do. Like he did already. So
But not bullet, right?
no, bullet, no, you really it's much the lower the time, it's much harder because you really need to, yeah. With a bad mouse, it's very hard.
Yeah. Okay. This one was a very interesting, again, opposite colored one. And just to show our viewers that Nihal very quickly got like complete domination on the light squares. Here, by the way, this pawn was hanging, but
Yeah, totally missed that. But yeah.
this was nice, yeah. Like queen f5 and bishop c6 to e4. Beautifully done.
So one thing is that like something like you want to protect your pawn with a move like b3, do
Mm.
you? Like instead of queen f5, keep everything protected, but rook
Yes.
d8 is coming. So you need to get rid of that also. So guess here you are forced to sack your queen.
I guess
Yeah.
BD7 still saves the day
Ah,
somehow, but
oh yeah, yeah. I didn't see that. Yeah.
and this was game over. Like on the light squares, you have complete domination,
Yes,
queen
yes.
g6
Queen
coming.
g6 is a very pretty threat as well.
Correct.
And black's queen is too far away to get back to defense. Yeah,
Amazing.
this was a good game.
And then we
Uh,
go to this one where you forced matters with this move f6
mhm.
and he sacked the bishop. And this was, I think this was an incredible defensive feat by you.
Yeah, I was very, very happy with this. I think this was probably the best game of the match for me.
Wow.
Like, probably, if I have to say, like, very happy with the way I managed to hang on here because it was definitely not easy.
Yeah, because even this position, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he's coming, yeah, like with this idea, queen coming in at some
exactly.
point, rook e8. So you found knight b6, good move, rook f3, and actually,
And
I'm
yeah,
curious. You took 6 seconds to play knight b6. Would you have seen like bishop d7, rook e8 in that time to rook f3, rook h3?
I think so. I was at least thinking about it. Yeah, I believe I should have seen the idea. Also, that there is pretty much no other move for me. Like, if not knight b6, then what do I even do
True,
actually?
true.
Elimination, elimination definitely helped. I
Mm.
think that's the only way you could find such moves quite fast. Like, because what else do you do?
Mm.
Also, it's kind of a nice coincidence that the knight on b6 protects a8. Like, let's say rook h6, rook e2, rook h8, king f7, and
Oh, nice.
a very important detail that the rook is defended.
Wow, amazing.
That's also why rook f8, because rook a8, then rook h6, and you get mated. Rook
Mm.
e2, rook h8, and rook f8 is
Oh,
made. That's why rook f8 also. So
true.
somehow everything is just working perfectly.
So rook f8 and now check, and you took, and again found this nice queen g5 move.
I think I spent a bit too much time here. I should not have spent so
Nine
much time.
seconds.
Yeah, like I was trying to decide whether to play rook e8 first or include this.
Correct,
But I
correct.
think I should have just decided. I
Both are okay.
think that's a tip. Yeah, I was trying to kind of analyze which structure is better. Something which is probably not something you should do in bullet. Like
Mm.
it's probably some sort of a bullet mistake. Like such things, when it's not that big enough, ideally you should just choose one.
You know
Okay,
what you
like
are saying right now, Nihal, is very interesting because when you are playing classical chess, you have to look at these nuances very carefully, whether to play queen
yes,
g5 or not. And in bullet, you don't. And perhaps this switching between these two modes is tough for players, which is why many people say don't play too much bullet because that will affect when you play classical chess. Have you kind of understood how to switch between these two thinkings?
yeah, think I think I'm quite comfortable with switching. I think that definitely helps because yeah, of course, I also had this advice, which makes perfect sense by the way, that playing too much blitz or bullet can harm your classical. But okay, if you I mean, I've been playing both for a while and I've felt quite comfortable switching. So
Hmm.
also like, for example, even before games, sometimes I'm not advising this at all, by the way. Just maybe even like an hour before the game, or sometimes I might be even be a bit unhinged to just go and play some 15 seconds.
Oh.
But okay, but when the game starts, I'm definitely not going to When a classical game starts, I'm definitely not going to play play like Primo or everything. So I mean, it's fine.
Would you play those 15 seconds just to kind of get your brain working?
Yeah, or I'm just bored and want to. I just feel like it at that moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I remember when you were improving as a player, this thing that you used to play a lot of online chess was not as common as it is now. Like now, I think online chess has just become such a huge part of a chess player's career. You can see all young talents just play online chess. But when you were growing up, it was still debatable. And I think you were one of those
Yeah.
guys who were like, okay, I just like to play, I will play it. I'm not going to stop playing just because someone saying that I am not improving or something. Like it was kind of that.
Maybe. I mean, no, the advice makes perfect sense. Like I can see totally see where that's coming from. And also the traditional wisdom was that blitz is bad, yeah? I
Mm.
guess.
Mm.
But I think also very much depends on person to person. At least for me personally, getting to play a lot of blitz or because online is where I got so many opportunities to play against so many stronger players like Hikaru, Magnus, like so many times repeatedly. Of course, you get bashed by them initially, and but then when you keep on getting the exposure, you are forced to adapt, and that will automatically improve your chess. Like when you keep on getting to play stronger players again and again, like I think then you have either I think you just have two options, like you either somehow have to adapt or you just run away. So,
It's like the
yeah,
survival mode switches on.
exactly. And also like playing so many games in so many different types of questions, I think it improves your feel
Mm.
and knowledge of so many different kinds of questions. And every single game it helps for the experience. Like also during many classical games, many times it might be some completely random opening or completely random type question. I could sometimes remember like, oh, I think I might have had an online game in something like this.
True,
I mean,
true.
that experience definitely helps.
But I've seen like two types of bullet players. One is like you, Alireza, Hikaru, Magnus, who are like good at all formats. And then there are players who are specialists like let's say Botnik and Tang. They are very good at bullet or blitz and so on. So is the style of playing bullet different for you guys and them or?
I mean, uh, it's hard to say. Okay, for example, Botnik and Tang just don't play so much over the board anymore, I guess.
Mm.
And and when you're playing only that, and also they're, I don't know, it's hard to say. They're like focusing much more on that, and they have their special repertoires and
Yes.
bullet tricks. That's a different. That is quite different, right?
You don't do that, but I think in this entire match, I didn't see you adopting like any special bulletty openings. You were like playing normal chess.
Uh, yeah, kind of. I mean, so do they, by the way, but they're like much more like they, as in Botnik and Tank, for example. But they have much more set opening repertoires. Like Botnik will definitely play Alekhine or Java London, and Tang will definitely play 1d4 his London or some names of Vincito or something. And yeah, I like to actually for Bullet, it's probably a good thing to stick to one thing because when you have that habit of then you can when you're playing the same thing so many times, you can move very, very fast.
Right.
You're seeing pretty much everything there. Bullet, I think most important thing is to get the positions that will allow you to move as fast as possible, where you feel the best. So generally setups are good in rather than very concrete positions because you can just make moves without
Mm.
blundering stuff. Yeah,
Like London,
that's
maybe, which you tried at some point.
oh yes, definitely.
Going
London is an opening that's so good for all formats.
all formats, yeah, even classical chess these days.
Oh, yeah, super.
This one was a very nice positional game by you. Do you think like having a knight over a bishop is useful in bullet?
Um, yes, actually, yeah. Uh, in scrambles, 100%. Because the logic is very simple, actually. Okay, like with still when there's still fair amount of time on the clock, then okay, it's still chess, at least to an extent. But in scrambles, knights definitely an advantage because okay, it's a lot more tricky. Like, but the thing is, the main thing is that apart from just knight being tricky, so in scrambles, the thing is you are premoing a lot. That's
Mm.
both sides. And the only thing that really prevents a primo, or main thing that prevents a primo is a check. And because bishop is only on one color complex, you can just put, for example, in this case, I can just put the king on a light square and he'll never be able to check me with the bishop. On the other hand, the opponent has to always watch out for knight checks because knight can check on. That's why bishop is said to be very bad in scrambles precisely because of this that you can just put everything on the opposite color complex and it's much easier to pre-move for the
Wow.
side that doesn't have the bishop. That's
Very
the
nicely
simple
put.
logic behind it.
So nicely
Yeah.
explained.
That's why they're saying bishop is bad in scrum. That's why they say knight is better than bishop in scrum. It's like purely because of also forks are much easier to blunder than
Absolutely. Then pins.
a pin. Yeah.
And this was a very cool positional grind by you, I think.
Yeah, of course. Quite a few mistakes because well,
He also
mistakes
made
is the one thing
mistakes.
that you are guaranteed in bullet. So
Yeah, you have to live with it. You can't play. If you try to play perfect
yeah,
chess, then you are doomed in bullet, I guess.
yeah. Or Magnus, but generally
You think Magnus plays very good in bullet also? His accuracy is higher than others?
oh yeah. Okay, nowadays I don't think he plays as much, but when Magnus was back when he was playing a lot of bullet on leeches, like he was never the fastest. His mouse skills were kind of like very decent, but for example, like somebody like Hikaru or Alireza or Tang or even myself, like by pure mouse skills and scrambles, we were quite a bit faster. But Magnus was just so damn strong in chess. He would just outplay you before that.
Wow.
And also he was of course not so slow. Like
Hmm.
he was definitely good enough. So
Yeah, I've not seen him play much of 1+0 because I did see him play a lot of 1+1 whenever the speed chess championships happen. The final leg
Mhm.
is so I don't know 1+0. I haven't seen too much.
He used to play a lot on leeches. A lot during COVID especially
Hmm.
so much. Like once I got to play a 100 game match against him.
Wow.
Yeah. Of course I lost, but it was yeah. It was at his I think he was at his very worst and he still bet me by like some 13 points or so. But okay.
Do you remember these kind of these bullet sessions that you have had like legend? Do you have any other such ones that you've played like a long bullet session with someone that is very memorable?
This is definitely the most memorable, I think. The one with Magnus was really, really special. And cannot remember anything quite as long.
I can
Yeah,
I can
played some really
imagine.
long ones, but not against somebody as strong for
Hmm.
sure. So used to have many. was more blitz with the Naroditsky. It
Mm.
was a lot of blitz.
3 plus
Sometimes
0,
bullet
yes,
also.
with him.
Yeah, yeah. 3+0 we have played like quite a few times. We played like around 40 games in a stretch. Many
It's like
times.
4 hours or 5 hours, yeah.
Oh yeah, and we both wouldn't back down. So
Wow.
that's
It was also very beautiful of you to dedicate your win to him.
yeah.
Today you made a tweet, which was very cool.
Yeah, it's really tough to not see him. Uh,
Mm. A-
yeah.
And playing with
Also,
him, I think, has helped you to improve as a player, which is very cool.
oh yeah. No, person like he was always so nice to me and always in general like I would say we were good friends although we could never get to meet in person. But yeah, also I think he's the one I've played the most. Maybe Arjun as well. Like the amount of games, but I played so much against him. Also, he was like the one. So many times on chess.com when I wanted to play Blitz because because my rating was generally like fairly high, nothing crazy, but like fairly high. It's very hard to find opponents, and he was like the one guy who was definitely going to play and play a good match rather than quit after like 1 2 games. So yeah, like there was like yeah, it was just
Would you ever plan with him, or was it always serendipity? Like both are online and then start, or would you message like,
no, it was never planned.
ah,
It was never planned.
it was
Just
like, oh, I see Nihal or I see Daniel, and I just challenge and starts.
yeah, he was always happy to play, and he would always play a good match also. Like many would run after 1 2 games, especially win quit, which is but
Especially
yeah,
what?
he especially just win quit. Let's
Ah,
say
win quit. So like 2 wins and then quit, right? Something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah,
That's a gentlemanly behavior, right? Like to give
absolutely,
games.
absolutely, absolutely. And also is someone who really loved the game so much, so gave so much to the sport. Yeah, needless to say, there was like a massive void, and I don't think you can believe when I say this. I don't think I think I didn't play on chess.com for like 2 weeks or more after that,
Oh,
which probably is strange coming from me. I would never think probably.
yeah. I think you
Yeah,
just
just
play every single day, yeah, online of your life, almost.
now not as much, but still yeah, fairly frequently. This was like for 2 weeks or so. Just no, the void was like just rushing in.
Yeah. It's amazing that they are organizing the Naroditsky Memorial now, which is starting from 3rd of July, 3rd, 4th, 5th. I'm actually going there. I'm going to play there, and
Yes,
I
yes,
think if you had the visa, perhaps you would have also come.
definitely, definitely. I would have. Yeah, if I had the visa, definitely. Yeah, hopefully another time.
Hmm, amazing. Yeah, let's go to another game. And one thing, Nihal, I wanted to say is when you play these intense bullet matches, imagine it gets over and then you
Mhm.
come out of your room. Let's imagine you go out of the house and everything is still very normal. It sometimes it's like it blows the mind, like because when you play over the board chess, there's a tournament environment, there are people, they come
Yeah,
and
yeah,
congratulate you. Here it's like the world, you will see like cars moving here and there, no one even knows what you did and so on.
yeah. It's crazy. It's like you're stepping into an alternate universe. Yeah, pretty much like
Exactly.
they're just no. During an intense match, you're just completely zoomed in. You're just sucked into a screen, and you just don't know what is happening outside. I mean, that's how it should be ideally. Think that's again where like the kind of flow state is like when you just don't know when you're completely your own world. You don't know what's happening. Like,
Yeah. You don't know where you are. You could be in Mumbai, in
Exactly.
Thrissur, in US, anywhere.
Exactly.
Wow.
Or you are just inside your screen. or or okay. In case of on over the board tournaments at the board.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Going to this next one here. You this one was very interesting because I don't know if you made the next move on purpose, 94, giving up this pawn and taking this one, or was it like uh,
no, I did. I did play it on purpose. Because okay, I just saw that I can spoil the structure because the pawn is not on h2,
right?
and he have to take fg, that is weakening a bit. Okay, it was more of hope, like I was just hoping that maybe some knight c5 or something, but
Hmm.
nothing works. It was more of hope, which how much time did I spend on the next move?
Here, 6 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah, serious time.
I guess that also, I think that is again pointing that I was just kind of like hoping that something would be there, and there was nothing, and just bet on. Yeah,
I
the
guess how you converted this was insane. Like, I really loved this part where, okay, you won back the pawn. Basically, this bishop e5, queen h4 happened.
was not converted. I somehow swindled him, but yeah, I was really down on time and it was looking bad. But
No, from here, like this part, like you're pawn up and now you're better. But just look at, like, he has a
pawns are still
knight.
equal. I was a
Ah, yeah,
pawn down.
yeah.
I
Sorry,
just
sorry,
got,
sorry. Pawns are equal.
but
But now
yeah,
you're better.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we spoke about this knight bishop thing, and somehow you kept okay, blundered. So
He blundered. Yeah, and now this is like a very simple yet effective thing. Just trade into a pawn and game, winning pawn and game when you can, because limits his options that much, makes it that much easier to play.
yeah,
And
you had
yeah,
six
sometime.
seconds only, and he resigned here with 4 seconds left.
Yeah, he was starting to get completely tilted around this point.
He wanted a new game basically, so he just
Yeah, like he was starting to just get tilted around this point, like
mm,
was getting too frustrated. I think he was just getting ready for the reset
because
because
he was the winner, and so he gets another
yes,
match.
because he had not been beaten yet. He would have had, like, he would get another chance if he loses because it's a double elimination bracket.
Correct.
Yeah,
This moment was also very nice. He played d5, and you were like, boom.
yeah. I should have taken bishop d5. That's much stronger apparently. I
Yes.
saw that rook d5 is a bit more fancy and took it.
Looks very
But yeah,
stylish. Both
it
are
didn't hurt
pretty
too much.
good. Both are pretty good moves.
Yeah, but it's actually +6. I don't care. Just I just wanted to kind of play it safe.
Right.
Apparently here, okay, here he just blundered me, but apparently there was bishop into g2 here,
Oh my god.
which is a crazy tactic.
And he had
Then
29
I would have,
seconds. Actually, he could have found it, but I think a lot is about momentum here, right? Like he was not
yes,
in
yes,
his best shape.
absolutely, absolutely. Like as I said, he was starting to go on tilt here, and the tilt is basically like simply like when everything is going against you and you just start making very uncharacteristic blunders and bad decisions just because you're so frustrated and you cannot. It's a very normal thing. So
Tilt is the opposite of flow, perhaps.
sorry.
Tilt is the opposite of flow state, perhaps.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much yes. True.
And by the way,
Uh,
it's just interesting for me that
yeah, e2 and rook e8. I mean, it's a bit deep, so I just cannot. The pawns are just going through.
nice. Okay,
So
this was a nice win, and then Here I liked how Alireza played this rookie 5 move. Yeah, it's just saying okay, I'm just playing now for the fun of it. It's
Yeah. No, now is when the tilt became very, very evident to me.
Mm.
Like he was just removing everything basically. If you see,
He's a
like he's just removing stuff now, pretty much.
and the funny thing is that this position you could have lost. Do you know this?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is
Actually, of course, I didn't see this. Thought he's. I mean, I knew he was just throwing stuff here because of the tilt. But yeah, but okay, he doesn't even spend 1 second. Like he's just basically removing,
Mm.
I guess. Also because mathematically, if he is to make a comeback in this match, he has to win the next 1 or 2 games immediately, which
Right.
also which is also why I guess he was playing this first. But okay.
Okay, you just converted this very nice win.
Yeah.
And yeah, this showed that he's in tilt because here he played this.
Yes, yes, yes. No,
Did you not capture purposely a cheat or?
no, of course not.
Man, you are
Of
capable
course
of
not.
it. I remember your match with Ding Liren, right? Was it where you gave back? I mean, you might think like, okay, it was something that he made, or
No, but okay, like internet is just very unfortunate. And removing is technically your own fault. So especially in bullet. So
yeah.
yeah, no, of course not. I just removed E for myself.
Mm.
And just now we play as if nothing happened. Which is not.
Back to normal.
Yeah. Again, he's just completely
Yeah. Do
he
you
just
think
completely collapsed.
he was also getting ready for the next one, like the reset, basically?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Now we start. No, it's still one more game, and yeah,
I
this.
think for that, I think for that to get ready, I think he should have tried to. I think he should have really tried to, like, if I was in his situation,
You would have played
uh,
normally.
yeah, I would have tried to slow myself down quite a bit and like, and try to get one win. One win can change everything. So like,
Mm.
one win can absolutely shift the momentum. Especially Bullet is so streaky.
Right.
So I think much better way for him to try to reset would have been to just try to calm down, like, and just play a lot slower. And but okay, like here he's just
Yeah, you're just 2 points up.
completely hanging out of things. Yeah.
Now, next match begins. This one where you
Oh.
have I think already a 10 game win streak
Mhm,
in
mhm.
that match, and now this
Yeah.
next one starts. And here, what I was amazed is that you have 9 seconds here,
Mhm,
and he has
mhm.
8 seconds, and you managed to flag him actually this game.
Yeah.
I mean, you're winning, but in the end, it became like a time thing.
Yes. Yes. And yeah, here I just decided to not to try to hang on to the pawn anymore because that would take some time to figure out. Now I thought, now I see that I have an edge on the clock, and I'll just try to win on time now.
Hmm.
I mean, all I have to be careful is, oh, sorry, that I don't allow a rook trade.
Right.
Yeah.
And this knight really helps, yeah, because it can give checks and all. So this was the
Yeah, exactly.
first win. The next game uh, was the London system you played here. And I
Mm-hmm.
really like this idea of knight e1. I don't know if you are aware of such an idea, but like just very nice. Bishop f3.
Um, I mean, I just wanted to try to stop g4
Right.
getting out of the way. Yeah, g4 now I can take, or maybe even better is to play h4 like this. Just
Mm.
block. He's trying to open lines, but like he just does not have enough pieces to orchestrate a strong attack.
Somehow he was still blundering things, no, here, or what do you think? Like he was making these errors, or
Yeah, no, he was clearly. I mean, he was very, very clearly frustrated
mm.
still, and so I was still managing to keep up a pretty good level. Like
Mm.
so far, I was managing to not blunder many things, and I just happened to be playing quite well at the same time. He was tilting, so
True. Was there a time in between the two matches?
no, actually, started pretty much instantly, maybe like 1 2 minutes max.
Mm.
I was really tired, but because I had already played 2 matches before that,
Right.
and and the 45-minute section inside as well. So this was my fourth match.
Wow.
This is a very nice checkmate.
It is
Just
very
made in
nice.
one actually. Actually, I think Queen F is a prime.
Yeah, whatever he does, it's a mate.
Queen F is a prime, right? Just
Wow. Because if knight b4, then the bishop controls c6.
yeah.
Nice. Nice. Okay, here you had 6 seconds, he had 8 seconds, and you managed to win. This is amazing.
Yeah, but this is
Easy because he has a bishop. Now I understand it
exactly,
better than
exactly.
before.
Also, the move you started this position with, yeah? If you notice the move I played,
You mean this king f5 or?
Rook A2, Rook A2.
Ah, rook a2. Oh, putting the rook on a light square.
Just putting it on light square in case he tries some bishops even. Now I can prime.
Right.
That's the thing with the bishop. You just put stuff on the opposite complex, and now it's
True. Actually.
he could have tried to play, but
Yeah, I think you would have done this. This is my initial question to you, yeah, that in how much time can you mate? And I think you would have done this in 2.5.
I don't know if I would have mated him, but I could have probably flagged him
Mm.
because his king has to like. Also, another technique is to just move the queen around, and it's very hard to remove consistently with the king because he will be stepping into check.
Correct.
So yeah, he was anyway very frustrated. So he just decided to go for the next game.
I was talking to someone here and they said that Nihal has this ability to even flag opponent when they have a rook. So I think you have a king, they have a rook,
Uh-huh.
and somehow you are able to flag them because you kind of predict what they will play and you are able to make pre-moves with the king.
Yeah, I mean, I was not that good at it. Actually, I would say I'm a lot better at not getting flagged than actively flagging, actually.
Mm.
That's what I would say. Like, think probably my biggest strength is to kind of convert or like hang on, defend with low time, and somehow not get flagged rather than actively going for a flag. That I'm not nearly as good. Actually, again, comes back to this. Like, for me, the best at moving, like dodging everything with the king, dodging all the mines with the king, and removing so fast was again Daniel. Like he was insane on that actually. Like his king would always find a way to, like it would never step into any checks. Everyone else, yes, but he would just, yeah. And even if he didn't pre-move, his mouse speed was just so high.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's this
I was
entire.
I was not nearly as good at that.
Maybe you learned from him a bit there.
Definitely, yeah.
Wow.
Definitely.
Mm. Somehow this conversation is opening up so many amazing things for me, which until now I'd never appreciated about bullet chess. Like
Yeah.
it's opening a new world, and I think it'll happen same for the people who watch it and perhaps look at this bullet as not just speed. There are many little things which those who are good at are working on.
Yeah, there are many nuances actually. There are many subtle nuances like how you like anticipation is the biggest thing. More than mouse speed, actually, it's anticipation.
Mm.
Like what your opponent is going to move and how do you pre-move against that or whatever. Like when he might strike you with some dirty trick, you have to be ready for it. That's why also when to pull one yourselves. Like let's say for example, you have position like just for fun, like it was actually again a game against Daniel comes to mind. Okay, it was some scramble. I would not have been able to convert this anyway, but it was something like this. Like I'm black
Okay.
and
I'll try to
uh
put it on a board.
okay, it's just two pieces. But
Mm.
yeah. And okay, white has king g3, rook f3, and I have something like rook a3, king e6, and pawn f6.
Rook a3, you're black, right?
Yeah, king
Pawn
e6 and
f6.
pawn f6.
Mm.
I'm a pawn up. White has like king g3 and rook f3, let's say.
Mm.
Okay,
Black to play.
I was down on time a few seconds. I have around 3 seconds, maybe 3.5. So anyway, I don't think I'd have been able to convert it. But I took rook into f3, of course, hoping to bring the pawn game
Okay,
out,
and
and
let
he
me
was king
let me
g4.
put up the board so that viewers who are not very good at visualizing can
Yeah,
also see
sure.
this because yeah, there you have it.
Yeah. I mean, it's silly, but it's just it's just bullet like.
No, no,
So
it's
I took rook
very
into f3
interesting. Yeah.
with I, and okay, king into f3, king f5, and you win the pawn ending. But
Oh,
then you quickly go king g2.
no, but you could even do like rook f3, king g2, rook king f5, king f3.
Exactly, exactly.
He did it.
Yeah.
No way.
Okay, anyway, I don't think I would have won because time was a bit less. Like, I don't think I would have converted, especially against him. But, and yeah,
But you have to be so quick thinking, no, to be able to do this.
exactly. And ideally, if you have time, so generally, you should try to watch out for these things. So, if you're premoving, it makes sense to suddenly premove some rook e3 or something, just in case, and be ready with king f5, just in case something like this.
So you have to be like pre-move and also ready with the move. That's too much.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the probably the ideal technique to be as fast as possible. Or
This was
there are
beautiful.
many
Yeah,
things.
I loved it. I mean, you say it's silly, but
Yeah,
I really think it's deep.
I mean, it's not chess, but yeah, it is.
It is
It is
anticipation,
something
as
else.
you say.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Okay.
also that's why if you see in scrambles, like both of us, we are not removing everything because we are trying to watch for some stuff where there might be trips. And
Hmm.
this was complete luck. This game was absolute luck.
But it was like a pretty mate. Yeah.
Yeah, like actually, yeah, here he just completely blundered my only trick.
I mean, if he
Okay, I
would
gave
have
this check.
taken here, then you are just
Yeah, that
lost
was so
because of
strong.
this.
And I lose a knight. Yeah.
But check, and what a mate, because if king h7,
And
there is knight f6.
yeah, and the funny thing is, okay, I gave this check because that was the only point behind the. And then he spent some time, and suddenly I'm realizing it's mate. What? Like I thought, no way, it's mate. I thought, okay, some checks I'm getting. Suddenly I realized it's mate.
Yeah,
That's
beautiful.
of
And
course
this
very lucky, but it's part of yeah.
last game on your 15 game streak, and I like this structure because it's like, oh, you're playing this minority attack or a Carlsbad structure suddenly in bullet with 50 seconds, a lot of time.
Yeah.
So yeah, in fact, you can play a very high quality game suddenly here.
Yeah. It's a slow potion, so the thing is it's very easy to maneuver. You can make moves fast. That's the great thing about a slow motion. Yeah, I was wondering why I didn't play H5 yet.
Why? Who didn't play h5?
No, no, like
You.
when you were
Yeah, yeah,
making the
yeah,
moves, I
yeah.
was wondering why I only didn't play H5, why I delayed H5 for that long.
Correct.
Like watching now. And yeah, this was, I think, very nice because rook into b5, rook c4.
Wow,
So,
nice tactic there.
so I'm able to put my rook on c4 and it's extremely bothersome for white. I think he just forgot about this pawn. And okay, conversion was anything but perfect, but yeah,
Oh, good enough. Good
I
enough.
just blundered d5 and so did he. So I mean blunder is strong, but yeah, here d5 is
Oh,
of course what he should do. And I lose my outside pass pawn. I still keep an extra pawn and I could play on, of course, but
mm,
I lose the outside pass pawn. But he also misses it, and now I'm able to push the pawn. And my king is coming. Especially now, his king cannot even come to the first rank because it's on checklist.
after this
Yeah.
final score, I think it was over. Yeah, it's difficult for him to come back.
Yeah, I mean, still it was mathematically possible
Yeah, but
because it was two different
psychologically,
matches.
it's
There's two different matches, so still I'm up 5-0.
yeah.
But yeah, like, but then I managed to win one or two more games, not immediately, but I
Mm,
managed to strike back after he won, and then yeah, mathematically it was silver.
brilliant.
Yeah, I definitely never expected to be able to beat Alireza at all. Like I just wanted to make the final interesting to watch.
Yeah, this also makes you like someone who is playing really cool bullet, and I don't know, I'm not into the world of bullet chess so deeply, but I think this win does, for those who are bullet players who are trying, makes you one of, like, the right now the best bullet player in the world, because to beat someone 15-0 is really tough. So yeah, it's not, maybe you can say a good day or a bad day or something like this, but you showed amazing chess.
Yeah, thank you. No, definitely. Uh, yeah, I'm very happy with this. Like, okay, like, and obviously, if someone told me before I could beat of all people, Alireza like 15 games in a row, I would have just no,
Please wake me up from the dream, yeah, you would say.
exactly, exactly. So,
Yeah, but it did happen. Amazing. So, Nihal, before we end, I have a few topics to just talk about very briefly. One is, we will, I think, next see you in action. Would it be at the Chennai Grandmasters?
yes, yes,
Excited for that. What a field, yeah, Chennai GM.
definitely. Very much looking for.
It has Gukesh, it has you, Arjun, Nodirbek, Niman, and I
Yeah,
think what
and Rakin and Pranesh, right?
Andrekin Pranesh, and I think we missed one more top player.
Really?
Who's I think
It's eight, right?
yeah, eight. So three Indians: Neeman, Nodirbek, And there's one more strong player who's like the world's best.
Wait, wait, myself, Arjun, Gukesh, and Pranesh.
Yeah, four. And Andrek in five.
Four.
Nodirbek and Neiman seven. And there is one more whom we are missing. Who's I mean, I was
Alireza, Alireza.
yeah, of course, Alireza, correct.
Yeah,
So
I had counted him in my mind already, I think. Yeah. So,
so this will be a lot of fun to play in India itself.
definitely.
No visa needed, no long flights. So
Yeah, for a change. It's good.
and you also played last year, so that was really
Yes,
nice.
yes.
I
Will you be in
remember.
Chennai, guys?
I will try my best to come, but I think
Uh-huh.
I'll follow like it so closely. It will be a lot of fun to see that. Um, the next is the EWC, the World Cup.
Yes.
This will happen in Esports World Cup in France, in Paris,
Yeah.
and it'll happen in August. And you already
11 to
qualify
15, I think.
11
At
to
least somewhere
15.
around those dates. Yeah. I think somewhere around those dates at least, yes.
And this time
So
it's not you alone from SATUL. It's also Arvind has qualified. So
actually, Aravindh has qualified to not exactly to the main EWC yet, it seems.
yeah, there is this
Like,
eight players who four from Atlanta
yes,
and four from the last
yes.
qualifier who will play there, and two spots from that will come in. Right? That's how it is.
Yes. I saw he played absolutely amazing in Atlanta. Yeah, he's just an absolutely amazing player. Like, he's having a bit of a rough time now in classical, but I'm sure he will. Like, he's an extremely classic player. Respect his games a lot. Sure, he'll come back.
And how has it been since 1 year you are part of SATUL? I saw one documentary they published recently on you. Did you see it?
No, I've not watched it yet. I should probably
Very
see
nicely
that.
done. Yeah, they have nice footages of you in Riyadh, and it's a beautifully made. I think in general, very cool. Yeah, the support from them.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm extremely grateful to them for for the opportunity to be part of their team. It's absolutely wonderful. They are they're really friendly, like very close. They're almost like family. It's so supportive and always ready to always ready to help. And also for this to play a bullet championship and also the EWC, the global championship. Also, I went to Mumbai, Mumbai for that. I played from their boot camp. And they were always so ready and very quick to arrange everything, set up everything, and support in whatever way they can. Yeah, I'm just very grateful to them for the opportunity to be part of the team.
Nice, nice. Do you when you come to Mumbai, do you get to see a bit of the city? Have you?
I I should.
Mm.
I've seen a little bit, but not much at all.
Okay, next time if you are there and if you want a guide, then I can
Sure,
volunteer.
definitely.
And we are all very much looking forward to the Olympiad where you will also play. Uh, would it be your first time ever playing for the A team?
Yes. I Yeah, after Chennai, yeah, this will be my second Olympiad. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward. Very excited. I'll, I'll just try to do my level best. Also, it will be a very fun tournament, I think. With yeah,
With your
so
friends, Prag, Arjun,
yeah,
Gukesh, and
Gukesh,
Vidit. Or
Vidit is the Vidit is the old guy in the team. It's
he
bit
might also
funny.
make it to the Esports World Cup. Yeah, he's playing with Bok in 3 days from now,
Yeah.
4 days from now.
Yes, I heard. Yeah, it will be really nice if he makes it. Wishing him the very best. I think yes. Yes, definitely a great chance for sure.
Mm,
It's definitely, I don't know how much, but he's definitely a favorite.
yeah, for sure. Well, Nihal, thank you for giving your precious time. You know, we've always wanted to do, I mean, I wanted to interview you, and many times you have had such intense schedules that we've never been able to do such a long one. And thank you for taking out this time and doing this. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, no, no worries. My pleasure. And thank you so much. Also, thank you so much for your time. I know you are having a much busier schedule, honestly.
No, but
Much busier schedule. So,
well, I don't have that much pressure as the players, but this time I'm also going to play. So maybe I'll
yeah.
feel a little bit of that, although I don't really have any expectations from myself. But yeah, I'm inspired by the way you played, and I'm from this interview. I have a few ideas to take for my play as well.
Yeah, glad to hear that. And thank you. And all the best for your tournaments. And, I hope you do really well.
Thank you.
Have fun. Uh,
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.